The following program is rated TVMA. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Alrighty. What's going on? What's going on with everybody, man? It's a bright Thursday. Oh, camera looking real bright. All right, what it do? What's going on with everybody out there? Y'all already know what it is. It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. We are live here on this special Thursday, man. Commission Talks, the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Well, we're gonna be chatting the latest that's trending and topics and news that's going down in the world of pro wrestling. Of course, we got Money in the Bank this coming Saturday. Of course, Worlds Collide, a bunch of stuff, man, and just also building up to AEW All In, man. So it's a bunch of stuff, and of course, the big news that came out of the WWE. But we're gonna get into that and all in just a bit, though, for real. Like I said, we are live here on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch. If you haven't done so already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Definitely hit the like button down below. Follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Definitely make sure you subscribe right here to the 11:30 podcast YouTube channel, man. That'll be real dope. But you guys, man, like I said, it's time for a commission. Got the family in the background. I guess they trying to make a cameo, so they trying to make a cameo. But yeah, like I said, man, appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Let's get into it. I got my guy, Warren Marlowe, man, pulling up here to the podcast, Commission Talks, host of Buzzing with Marlowe. He got everything going on. Warren, what it do, my guy?
What's up, man? What is up? It has been a heck of a week, and we apologize. We didn't do a Commission Talks episode yesterday, but we are here.
Yes,
and
yes.
Let's make the IWC man on Thursday. Let's go.
Damn, let's make a mad already, man. For real, man. Also, I was about to say, you can say that twice, man. It's been definitely a long week and a long day, for real. Just so much stuff going on, though. But we're going to keep that to the end of the show. We're going to just dive into it. You said, let's make the IWC mad.
You don't want that rant to go. Let's go.
we're gonna make the IWC mad. I don't know if we're going to make them mad, though. But we're going to talk our shit, though, here.
I will.
Talk.
I will. I don't. No, I have no sympathy for. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna hand it off to you, man, and we're gonna dive into our first topic of the show. And this past, I think it was Sunday evening, going into Monday, the big news, of course, with WWE superstar R-Truth, man. Everybody loves R-Truth, man. R-Truth been around, whether he was K-Quick, Ron Killings, whatever the case it was, man. You enjoy R-Truth. R-Truth, one guy, man, who don't need a storyline attached to him. Don't really need much, though, but whatever you give him, he gonna go out there and make it 10. He gonna make it gold, put it like that, man. For real, R-Truth is priceless. And man, just hearing the news, I believe it was Monday morning for me, and just seeing that R-Truth was released, and I literally said, no offense to other superstars in the WWE, but I'm like, man, I can count on a whole hand that, a couple other folks could have been released than R-Truth, though. And not to be like that, though, man. R-Truth, yeah, I mean, WWE was paying the guy a lot of money, and yeah, you may see him get used every now and then, and whenever he was used, man, he was just doing amazing, though. But of course, a lot of backlash with R-Truth getting released. It's come, on top of the WWE and of course Triple H right now, and TKO, though. You say you're gonna make the people mad. I'm definitely dying to hear how you feel when R-Truth getting released from his contract.
I'm gonna just simply say it like this: one, we gotta learn wrestling is a business. WWE is not. I mean, it is what it is. It's a business perspective. I had a feeling when R-Truth was facing John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event, this was either a farewell. Like there was something like hinted around. Look at R-Truth's shirt. He said, "This is my last run." Nobody thought it anything different because it was a John Cena shirt that he was wearing, aka Ron Cena. I thought he did a phenomenal job, but here's my thing with the whiny know-it-alls. That's what I'm going to do with this. The whiny know-it-alls. Okay, R-Truth got released, but how many of you were complaining that R-Truth was in the match with John Cena? How many people were sitting there talking about why is R-Truth in this match? I sat there and said it. You sat there and said it. Who was a guy that really was able to be a heel facing John Cena? R-Truth, who in 2011 dominated that year as a bad guy. R-Truth and Miz. I mean, there was a lot of things that they said with this. Now, it was what it was. I thought the match was very well between R-Truth and John Cena. I had a feeling something was going to be involved with this, but the way that it was mistaken is because it was on social media. R-Truth was the one that came out talking about it first, before anyone. And then, of course, everyone wanted to point fingers at Triple H. If things are great, we're saying praise to Triple H. If things are bad, we're going to say it's all Triple H. We're not. This is the thing we talked about numerous times. Triple H is going to have, oh my God, man, you are making wrestling amazing through all this thing. I've seen it on Brian's show. Shout out to Brian. He's talking about they're strictly making it wrestling. And we could see that. We could see that, yeah, there's an entertainment factor and there's wrestling. R-Truth was fully entertainment. No ifs, ands, or buts. He was fully entertainment. We should expect this stuff, especially knowing that they're not doing house shows as much as they used to.
Right.
What's the point of having so much talent just to be in catering? And you're paying them a lump sum. Like, there's not really a small package deal for any superstar on that roster.
Let alone R-Truth.
I mean, R-Truth has been there forever. So it's like, and he still looks like when he first came in. Like, dude, I remember when he came in with Road Dogg, getting rowdy. I love that whole shtick, bro. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. But, I mean, we sit here and whine. You want to know why wrestling is hard to watch sometimes? It's because of the fans. The so-called fans that think I beg people. I beg and beg and beg. Watch wrestling without knowing the insides and stuff. Tell me if you enjoy it again. Tell me if you can enjoy it like when you were a kid again. That's all I ask. Don't look for the insiders. Don't look to find out what returns are going to happen at Money in the Bank or whatever. Just watch it. And I'm telling you, something's going to be amazing. Like when we're talking about the Netflix thing. Oh, Netflix. We're not hitting those numbers. I've looked at it 3 or 4 times so far. Raw is number 1 in the U.S.
Right.
and most watches for the week. How are we not hitting these rankings? Like, where are we getting all this stuff? And then, of course, we get the reaction, oh, R-Truth denied a contract, but we jumped to a conclusion. We didn't just assume. We didn't go, oh, maybe R-Truth just said, hey, man, I'm not there much. My body can't hold on doing this anymore. It is what it is. No, it's Triple H's fault because he cut him. He released him. He did this. He did that. Then we get the review, Tuesday or Wednesday, that R-Truth is the one that denied the contract. Wow. So it was his choice all along. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. We can make choices. Wow. It's unreal, bro. And it gets irritating. I'm so glad I'm not sitting here watching everything piece by piece every single week.
I want to say something one time, and someone said this, man. We are all influenced by either, others, but definitely social media, because I feel like for a second, and this is me being honest, right? When I saw the fact that R-Truth was released, obviously, yes, it was shocking because the guy was literally just in the matchup with John Cena. He was just on SmackDown. It was good, yeah, and he was just on SmackDown. So seeing the release is like, oh, okay. But to be honest with you, I was like, okay. I mean, that's R-Truth. I mean, it's unfortunate.
Like 50-something years old.
Yeah, it's like 50-something years old. My man just come out there and he does what he does, and it's amazing. Everybody love R-Truth, though, But I think the fact of that it just got really blown up so big, that it just became a thing. Like every match on Monday Night Raw, it was a chant, like we want truth. Like I feel like where was all this at, like maybe 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
When was it that the match that he had with John Cena where they were booing R-Truth? Like,
wait, I just want to say,
where is it?
Where was this energy at for R-Truth so much? Now I think it's just the fact that he got abruptly released from his contract, and then that all the negativity that's coming with how WWE is booking Money in the Bank or certain superstars. Now, like how you mentioned, it's coming all down on Triple H though. Like I literally was just like, damn, I feel bad for R-Truth, but at the same token, like, what is he doing? It wasn't like they just came up and just said, yo, we releasing Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. I'm like, no, these two guys are the cornerstones basically of the company. R-Truth is just, like, look at
a tenured vet, basically a tenured vet.
Yeah, like, I mean, he been here a long time. Everybody remember R-Truth from when it was little, whether it's K-Quit, whatever it was though. But and then another thing, man, like with how the working relationships are with WWE, we could possibly see R-Truth other places, man. I mean, whether like, yeah, he probably did turn down the contract. I probably would too. You gonna tell me pay give me a pay cut? I gotta take a pay cut basically from what I really do. Like nobody on this roster could do what R-Truth does though, and he was just like, nah, I'm good.
And make it work.
It makes it work every single time though. Every single time, man. I seen one thing I want to get your opinion on. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you saw it or not though, but I was checking out Busted Open Radio, and one analogy or just idea that they had with R-Truth, what if R-Truth showed up in TNA,
I was about to say that. Yep.
Yeah.
And he said this ain't NXT or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, he showed up in TNA or whether it was AEW, whatever it was, but he still thinks he is still in WWE. I said, "Oh my God, that would be priceless, boy."
Bro, and you gotta
You
think
know,
too, like R-Truth doesn't have to be in WWE. He can
no,
make money on the indies
yeah,
doing nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Doesn't even
You
have to
know,
be in a match. But and this is the thing that I loved about Truth, because we don't get that type of act anymore. And it doesn't work with a lot of people. But when you watch our Truth, it's entertaining. It's funny. It gets the ratings up. When our Truth came back, when's the biggest thing that we talked about in Survivor Series? Our Truth came back.
yeah,
It wasn't like it was
man.
big built up. It wasn't like an
This
entrance. He just popped up on screen.
Yeah, but this is also a thing of knowing your worth, man. And like I just
Exactly.
mentioned, also that no one in the E can do what R-Truth does. Make them break, make them laugh on camera. No one can. So if
Right.
he
He
did,
did a full on John Cena entrance. That was
yeah,
classic.
but yeah, you're right. But also too, man, if he decided to like, yo, man, I don't want to take a pay cut. I don't want to get paid less for going out there,
Mhm.
traveling, or even though the schedule is lighter, no house shows as it once were. But like I don't feel like I should do this, at this age, and and you telling me once again take a pay cut, nah. So I mean,
After
yeah, of
you've
course,
made a
all of it,
great income for the whole time, I mean, yeah, I agree. And I don't
yeah,
think anybody's going to take that big of a pay cut because it was
no.
a very low pay cut.
And you also mentioned too, like these guys are not just they getting paid. Our troop was getting paid some money, man.
Bro,
Carlito. We talking about our truth. Carlito was another one. My guy just showed up and just barely wrestled, just stayed in Dominic in the Judgment Day corner being
exactly.
funny, and it's just like, yeah, I do get it. With the TKO thing, man. Yeah, you do got a lot of guys on the roster. The pay is much different. The schedule is much different. So you do have to, let some people, go or whatever like that. Like the people who just got let go several weeks ago, wasn't getting all this, talked about. But, our truth gets released and it's like, yo, what in the world, man? It's crazy, man. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think
I mean,
he's
if you think
just
about it, what was really Carlito doing? Like,
playing
I've
2K,
met Carlito, great
play,
dude,
play,
awesome dude, but it's
playing 2K. That's what our
like
truth was doing.
literally, you're getting paid to be on TV playing a video game,
Yeah. And eating the apple.
basically. And you're being Dominic's dummy, basically. Like
Yeah.
you're literally taking the bumps for Dominic. So,
Yeah.
which I get it. He took advantage of it when JD got hurt. That was the perfect time for him to get his spot. But this is the problem we got. Everybody wants to whine when something's taken, but they don't give the opportunity for them to grow. If they would have pushed what they're doing right now for the guys that are getting released, they would be getting the TV spots. They would be getting the main card look. They would be getting this stuff. Like we want to be real. We shot so much on Cody. Cody's not the guy. Cody's not the baby face. Ratings dropped because you didn't have that legit sellout crowd every single time because you didn't have a guaranteed baby face to draw the money. Jey Uso was a great hype man, but he wasn't drawing that money out because we heard it. IWC was whining about it on the internet. Oh my God, like, why is he facing Logan Paul? Why is he doing this? Because it's easy for someone to hate the guy that Jey Uso's facing. If he's facing a heel that's going to water up to the audience, say like a Seth Rollins, fans are going to eat up with Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins still does the little dance thing. He does the whoa thing,
Which is
which
ridiculous.
after that, it's a boo. It's all that. It's reaction when he's in the ring. But this is what hurts what we're talking about when we look at superstars being built, what's drawing the money, what's making these things go down. The only time we've ever seen someone boo somebody is when Cody was facing Cena. Now Cody's back, it's a whole different reaction. It's like
Mm.
we sit here and we whine about certain things, but then when it's taken, oh, why'd you do that? That was working. But we're not giving that moment and be like, hey man, our truth,
Okay.
you deserve that spot against Cena. You
Question.
deserve that moment with Cena. But
Right.
now our truth's taken. Oh man, why we let go of truth? Where were y'all buying his money? Were y'all buying his merch like y'all did on that Monday night? And did y'all
Mm.
get mad that it got raised up? Like, come on, man, make it make sense.
Okay, question though. Question for everybody who's watching right now as well, though. Okay, because Triple H said this too, and it brings back, it will, it comes up every now and then. Do you feel like WWE? But okay, I'm gonna ask the question. Do you feel like, at least WWE is basically just saying, shut up and dribble, or you
Yeah.
shut up and wrestle, or shut up and watch, basically,
I
or and
Yep.
also to that, man. I want to say, just add on to that. With wrestling, man, it's subjective to everyone. You cannot please everybody, man. One person feels some type of way about what's going on, and the other person is like, oh man, I don't like it, but the other person is enjoying it. Like, that's literally brings up a little bit things where it's like, okay, yeah, we love our truth, but although he wasn't doing much, but then
They
WWE
release him. Oh
release
my
him.
God, why would you let him go? Why would
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
that? Like,
yeah.
it's like, bro, make it make sense. Support him now, then they don't release him.
Mm,
Like, this is the part that drives me nuts when we talk about certain things because, bro, we're our biggest victim. Because if TKO is doing it based off the audience thing, then guess what? You're killing the product. It's not Triple H killing the product. It's not TKO killing the product. It's you because you're indecisive. It's like watching you and your significant other trying to figure out where you're going to eat that night.
right.
Oh, we want pizza. Oh, we want tacos. Oh, I'm not really feeling tacos, but you just asked me what I want. Like, these are the things that really is what hurting the product. And this is my thing. I think I totally agree with that. And I've sat there
Mm,
and said it. Shut up and watch it.
yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. As a person that's been in the ring for 10 years and I've had my time, I've done my little groups and stuff where I'm sitting there seeing people talk about, oh, they can't work, they can't this. Most of them probably never even been in a fight before, but they're going to tell me, oh, that punch was weak. Like, have you
Mm,
sat there and got punched in the mouth and stuff like that for you to critique what you say? Like, this is the stuff that drives me nuts. Is like, I love the fact that the fan base is great. We're doing certain things. We want wrestling. We want this. We want that. But when we get it, oh, that's not what we wanted.
look,
That's not what we had.
yeah. Shout out to Raging Girl Gamer. Raging Girl Gamer. Can never please everyone. Definitely you can never please
Oh, you
everyone.
can't.
And I want to say one thing, and I'm gonna double back to this when we do the Money in the Bank predictions. Though we talk about how we want new people on the screen, and we want new characters, and we want new stories, and we want new
And
this
then
and
we
new
shit it.
that. And yeah, we really do. We do
We
shit
shit
on
on
them
it.
though. But one thing happened on Monday Night Raw, that I thought was
See
really
my boy
interesting.
qualify for the Money in the Bank. I'm not saying it's
you
me,
sure? You
but
sure,
hey,
Wingo? You sure?
I
You
don't
sure?
know. I don't
But
know.
we
I
seen
feel beat down. I don't know.
we seen a triple threat matchup.
I'll take any
AJ,
opportunity to get a punch Punk in the face. I'll take any opportunity to punch Punk in the mouth.
AJ, El Grande Americano, and
Bro,
CM Punk, and with all the interferences, of
I'm a big
course.
fan of him. I'm a big fan of him.
Yo, I mean, I dig it. I dig it. And if it, culminate how I'm thinking it will, I'm loving it though. Obviously, Chad Gable, El Grande Americano, whatever. I feel like it's amazing though.
Or
And
Mario.
yeah, and a lot of people are, when this all coming, we be sitting up here like, oh my God, really? El Grande Americano? Oh my goodness, like I can't believe he won.
Disgrace to
He
luchadors.
did
Like, come on, man.
he pin AJ Styles and see beat them? No, but at the
Oh, he
same
buried
token,
him. He did
at
this. He
at
did
the
this. Like,
at the same token, we're not stupid. I mean, yeah, WWE probably try to play us like we are at times, though, but we're not stupid. But at the same token, you had those same fans several months ago. Was like,
you
with,
just said it. You just said it.
with,
I feel like this era right now is to attack the
yeah,
internet audience,
yeah,
and I
but also
love it.
Real fast though, but also it was those same fans, who's talking about Andrade, El Grande Americano was the same fans who was like, "Yo, Chad Gable need to get pushed. Chad Gable need a new spot. Chad Gable needs to be Intercontinental champ. What are they doing with Chad Gable? Now look at what they doing with Chad Gable, and it's not good enough."
Nah, and he's in. No, like, oh my gosh, don't even get me started, bro. And that's the problem with this, and this is something I love the fact that I don't like I'm working all the time, but I don't have time to look at all this stuff anymore because I can sit there and scroll on Instagram and I'm gonna see somebody leak something, talk about certain things, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to see it. When I watch Money in the Bank, I'm not watching spoilers. I'm not doing that. I'm watching the show. I'm watching it as a whole. I'm so glad CM Punk is not qualifying for the Money in the Bank. That's just me. I don't care. I'm never gonna like the man. He might be one of the big baby faces right now. Everybody's sitting there
Jake.
saying, but hey, it is what it is. I
Jake,
kicked him in his face. Kicked him in his face.
What's good, Jake? RP R-Truth, man. Hey, look, R-Truth's still well alive, man. It's just,
Go on TikTok. That man's on there every week.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he done gained probably like 100,000 followers just off of this right now. People weren't even following R-Truth, or probably was though. R-Truth a funny dude, man. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate.
He got a country album just made.
Oh yeah.
He just made a country album.
And I think this adds on to the fire or the feud, like all the news, especially with the releases several weeks ago, WrestleMania changing its location. Everybody is like, yo, what the hell's going on with The Rock? Like TKO, are they, and not even to mention, on some other shit though, you got Vince McMahon up here trying to buy the WWE back. So it's like,
that was a rumor. That wasn't even said. And the reality is Vince can't afford it.
I'm pretty sure you can't now. It ain't $1 million like you once bought it from your father now.
People don't realize that man lost money to get to where he's at right now. He lost money. He didn't get the pardon like the Grizzlies. That man lost money. Plus all that hush money he probably wishes he didn't do now.
Yo, man, that's too crazy though. Real too crazy. We got the comment section going wild though. R-Truth is good.
Truth
now.
Is good now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he gonna be good. He gonna be good, man. He ain't got nothing to worry about. Definitely out at all though. It's never gonna be good enough for the WWE fans. Yeah.
I don't think it's WWE fans. I think it's just the internet based pro quote unquote they know it all wrestling fan. And the thing that they're doing this is because they want to get that belief for AEW. They want it so bad. Watch AEW, you tell me what storytelling's been going on. You tell me what has been engaging you to continue watching this thing. Other than WWE, we're getting the same matches. We're getting, oh my God, triple threat qualifying matches and stuff like that. It makes sense. When we look at what did they do for just starting out, Stephanie McCure. She lost to JC Jane. They shot on that. But guess what? She just won qualifying Money in the Bank first night on Monday Night Raw against two top talents, might I add. Like Julia. Julia beat Charlotte Flair her freaking opening night. Like, we're talking about we want new stars. Guess what? We're building up Evolution very well already.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at an overall thing right now, it's all making sense what they're doing. It's the fact that we're waiting it to come to you. AEW, if you wanted to use simultaneously, if you wanted like a honey bot, what is it? TV dinners that they still call them. If you want that bagel bite, hey, by all means, watch it. They will give you the story in 20 seconds. Yeah. Unless if you want a good chapter book about extending it out, which it pisses people off at the same time because it's a tease. Yeah. And it's not what we want so much. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Devin, the tribal chief, what it do, my guy? What's going on? What's going on?
What
Appreciate
up,
everybody
guys?
tapping through, man. For real, for real. Universal, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Hello.
Yo, our truth was offered a new contract by WWE for less money, and our truth said no, and then they gave him a release. Yeah, man. I
He
mean, like.
requested a release.
Yeah, yeah, we was just saying that too. Like, yeah, you can't please everyone, but not also that things will get out. And of course, like Warren was just said, man, everybody's hammering down on Triple H. Oh man, Vince McMahon would have never done that. Oh, Triple H now we doing the whole comparison thing. You know, like, oh, is it we need Vince McMahon back? And you know, like he said, no, he's not gonna take the money, and they just decided
I
just to release him,
guarantee you,
man. Like,
if Vince comes back, half that roster leaves.
bro, bro, let's not even talk about that. Shout out, what's going on? Let's not even
What's going
talk
on?
about that, man, because I think that is real crazy. Even Vince coming back. As for Vince buying WWE, Vince still has money, ownership of WWE. Vince wants rest back. WWE ratings
Sounds
are
like you were
all
listening
time
to the
low.
coach. That's
I don't think.
that's not even the
See,
case.
but another thing is, ouch. Another thing is, yes, ratings matter. Definitely, like for maybe NXT, of course, and of course,
You're on a half.
SmackDown.
There's
But
no way you're going to be able to pick up ratings.
yeah, but another thing is though, I think it's more about social media and engagement and interaction and views on social media than it is about ratings though. These guys get 100 million views over video. Yeah, it's people watching. They might ain't got cable or access to watch it, but they going on WWE YouTube channel trying to watch it in pieces, and watch the full show and like that. So
Yep.
I don't want to say it's at an all time low though, but I mean,
It's like movies. It's like movies, bro. People
yeah,
want to watch the movie, but you're not going to want to pay $20 to go see a movie. Like
yeah, crazy.
you're going to find a way to get it easier. Guess what? YouTube is the way to go. Like you're going to be able to find clips. You're going to find out what happened. You're going to find the big majority things that you're wanting. Your certain superstar, you can pick those out because YouTube will have them in clips.
Mm,
Like that's what we're also at the same factor when we're talking about, oh, they're not getting the ratings, whatever. It's just the fact that not everyone's tuning in when it's live. That's
yeah.
what that means.
Mm.
Vince would never let a lot of this stuff happen, especially the partnership with AAA. Vince would have never partnered with TNA.
Never,
Period.
never. So
Period.
just some things that just happened. I don't even know if this man would have done the Netflix deal. I don't even know. Maybe so. But I'm just saying, like
I
at
think
this
he
point,
would.
you,
I
you
think
think
he
he would
would.
have? Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
would have. He would want like a full WWE section like how they were on WWE app.
Mm, okay, we'll see, man. We
Which
would
is crazy.
definitely.
Netflix is still only Raw. I would have thought of SmackDown, all
I
that. So
I disagree 100%. Netflix ratings are lower than they were on regular TV. I mean, look here.
dude,
I don't
they're
even know what
saying
to
they're
say
number
on that.
one in the U.S. If you go on Netflix right now and you go in top 10 every week, Monday Night Raw is in number one category.
Mm,
The only one that beats them is when they got the Karate Kid or something like that. A new episode of those. That's the
yeah.
only things that has beaten Raw since they've been on Netflix.
All right, we gonna move past this in a little bit.
So
Yo,
what
Shadow,
are
we about
your
to
guys' predictions?
we
Oh,
about to
we'll
get
get
into
there.
that. Yeah, we about to get into that. And actually, just in just a bit, they lost money on YouTube. Hey, they are a business. Business can't make money on YouTube. I mean, it's a lot of successful people making money and starting business on YouTube, though. But hey,
It's
uh,
tough.
it
It's
is.
tough, but you do it.
I know the winners for both Money and the Banks. Okay, you know the winners. You know the winners. All right, we about to get into the Money in the Bank predictions, though. Yeah,
Meltzer.
he would have done the Netflix deal, but not partner. Yeah, I think I
No.
agree, man. He definitely want to partner with AAA, the whole
The
TNA
reality is
thing. He wouldn't have done
the
none of
other
that, man.
companies wouldn't have partnered in with Vince.
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
totally
Vince
believe
McMahon
that.
wants to be the sole big dog around in wrestling. You know, he don't want to, nah. But I think it's best for business. I think it's good for everyone, man, to see, these guys from AAA, which a lot of people probably not watch, but some people do, but mainly
We
WWE
will now.
viewers.
You
Yeah,
have you'll have
yeah.
a way to watch it. That
Mainly
Worlds Collide is
WWE.
going to be a great introduction.
Nah, it's gonna be great, but mainly WWE viewers, man. They just watch WWE though, mainly,
Hmm.
mostly, But they venture off and watch other things, man, too. We gonna talk about it.
You
We gonna
you just said that perfectly because look at it now. We're knowing the guys from Evolve now because when you watch NXT, you could see guys like Sean Legacy and stuff like that. You tune in to watch an Evolve because it's easier to watch.
mm,
It's on basic cable.
mm,
NXT on basic cable. That's how we're actually being able to watch Jordan Grace. That's how they're being able to see what introduction they're doing with these stuff. I mean, it's a lot of good things that they're doing, and of course, yes, there's downfalls. But what
yeah,
business ain't? What
yeah.
business is not? We
Raging
appreciate
girl
that.
gamer, appreciate it. Definitely make sure you subscribe to Buzzing with Marlo too, my guy right here. His YouTube channel as well. All
I
right, you
just gotta
guys,
give you
man.
a high five, man. This man used to always say buzzing with one for like 5 years. It felt like.
Gotta get it right, man. But of course, we got Money in the Bank this Saturday, and of course, we got Worlds Collide too. But Money in the Bank, we
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get
that
into
is that.
some. Yeah, man, it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna get into some.
So is that earlier? Is
Yeah,
that
that is.
earlier before
Yeah,
Money in the Bank?
yeah, that's at 3 p.m. and that would be
Oh
streaming
my
on
god.
YouTube. So,
Oh
the
my
matchup.
god.
Before we get into the big matchup, I think I'm really looking forward to is Chad Gable taking on Viking. I can't even pronounce his whole
Oh,
name.
that's that dude that
Vito.
did the little
Yeah,
flips
yeah, in
on in
AEW. Yeah, AEW. And
AEW.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's him. I'm looking forward to that match, and I think it's another match I'm looking forward to. But I think that's the big one though of Worlds
Apparently,
Collide,
Alberto Del Rio is
which
supposed to be on it.
maybe I wish TNA was involved in there. Like it was an NXT, AAA, and TNA joint. I think, man, TNA would have been a great addition to
I
this
thought they
Worlds
were.
Collide too. Yeah, I thought they were too, but maybe they'll do it later on this year. Maybe another Worlds Collide because they definitely got to do that though. But of course, later that night we got Money in the Bank, and we gonna get into some predictions. Everybody, man, appreciate the subs, appreciate the likes, and definitely join the conversation, man, of who you guys got walking away this coming Saturday in LA at Money in the Bank. We got the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line. Lava Valkyria taking on Becky Lynch, man. Yes, Becky Lynch is coming after the Intercontinental Championship once more. I thought she was going to get it at Backlash, but she did not get it at Backlash. Lava Valkyria, I guess this rivalry with Becky Lynch sort of has been bringing out the best in Lava Valkyria
Mm-hmm.
because
Say
I
that
was like,
again.
yo, I mean, she didn't really connect with me at all, but I think ever since
The
her working
burn.
with Becky, is really been bringing it out. Yeah, I mean, just I'm like, bro, what is she like? What is she like? I don't know, but I got Becky Lynch once again. I'm going with Becky because if Becky loses, she don't challenge or
She don't get the
she don't
yeah.
get the championship opportunity no more though. Yeah, how you feel about this match and who do you have, Becky or Lara?
You said it perfectly. This is bringing fans to actually care about Lyra. Like I feel like this right now has been her best feud performance, whatever we want to say, because you can relate to it. You can see something based off of the build that they've been doing with it. I love the little, the BS talking about if Lyra loses, you got to raise my hand.
Yeah.
Boy, how's that easy way to get behind a baby face after that? Because all you're gonna want is just for her to crush Becky. Now,
Mm,
seeing this thing right here, man, I'm back and forth. But Lyra did get the one up on her. This doesn't mean that Lyra will never get the face for the Intercontinental title again. So I think the man's gonna do it.
okay, you got the man.
We got the
Okay.
man.
All right. Lyra needed this feud. Yeah, Devin, I agree. I
She
definitely
needed it.
agree. She really needed
She
this
really did.
because
I was looking at her like, I don't know what you are.
I
You're
was
good
like,
looking. You're pretty. You can perform well. You're good in the matches. But I don't know what you're trying to give me. I don't
yeah,
know what the bird stands for. I don't know if you're trying to fly to the ring. I don't know where the little wing thing is. Like I didn't understand. I thought she was a human peacock, and I'm sitting there like, I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you're
yeah,
trying to do. Like I think when she even come out to the crowd, she didn't know what she was. But this thing with Becky has made
yeah.
her.
Devin said he got Becky though. Another comment in here, I think I'm gonna stroll back to my guy Warren channel is Buzzing with Marlo. Buzzing with Marlo, and you can go subscribe to him as well. Raging Girl Gamer. Lyra is doing great. I hope she wins. I mean, you got some Becky fans in here, and of course Lyra though. I'm going with Lyra
The
all
question
the
is, Dre,
way.
would you buy the wings? If they sold the wings, would you buy those wings that Lyra be coming to the
No, I probably wouldn't.
ring?
Not at all. Becky will beat Lyra for the IC title. Hopefully so, man. She ain't beat her at Backlash, and we gonna definitely see. All right, we got some predictions in the
Hey, we
comments though
want some
for.
Becky. Hey.
We're gonna get to some of the other matches though. Of course, we have the
Ooh,
women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Stephanie Valkyrie, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, and of course Julia. Man, I seen a comment
man.
just a few minutes ago. One person said Alexa Bliss might win. I'm going with Naomi all the way. I feel like this is
Oh,
definitely
I
setting
knew
up
it.
for Naomi. My second pick is definitely Roxanne. I wouldn't mind Alexa Bliss winning it. We haven't seen her in the championship picture in some time, so I would
It
definitely
is not
go.
Rhea. I will say
No,
this is
definitely
not
not
going to be
Rhea.
Rhea.
Definitely not
It's
Rhea.
not going to be Rhea.
So
Rhea
who you
doesn't
got?
need it. Whew. Put the clip up again. Put the clip up again.
Put it up again.
Yeah.
Let's see which one it is.
I do like Alexa winning, um, but I've gotten really big behind Stephanie. Um, one prodigy to another. Roxanne's got her little thing with the Judgment Day. I think Liv's probably going to cause Roxanne the match. You know
Okay,
what? I'm going Naomi.
you going with
I'm going with
Naomi?
Naomi.
All
Yeah.
right, and I'm
Naomi's
going.
been doing the best work she's ever done. As long as she's been there, she's doing her best work as that little psychotic thing that she's got going.
Mm, okay, yeah, and I agree. I definitely do agree. Naomi. Even when we seen on Friday Night SmackDown, Bianca had her hometown, celebration. It was the first time she back since WrestleMania, and then I just knew it was, Naomi's time to come out there and say what she had to say. Like, yo, like I ain't seen you in a while. You've been ducking me, and I felt like they were gonna go into like more so like, come on, Bianca, like admit it. You was the reason why I attacked Jay Cargill. And I also thought it was interesting too that, since Jay came back at Elimination Chamber, she haven't
They
said
ain't
anything to
buddy
Bianca.
buddy either.
Yeah, they ain't buddy neither. They ain't even saying anything. So I thought that was, a little strange too,
I
but
thought the craziest part is how Bianca gave her that mean look.
mm-hmm.
Like, that's where I was just like, you could have played that a little bit better to where we still assume that you're innocent in this whole thing. But the
Yeah.
way she looked at her and stuff like that would be interesting. And of
Yeah.
course, Naomi beating her and Nia Jax in that triple threat was a shock.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a shocker for me. I just knew she was going to win because Jade Cargill, she's going to be women's champion regardless. She doesn't need a Money in the Bank. Nia Jax was just the women's champion, which I was surprised she didn't have a match at WrestleMania though. However, Naomi just needed ever since she came back, and she came back. She was in the Royal Rumble. She was the TNA Knockout Champion, and she haven't gained any title since then. Whether it was, besides the tag team title, she haven't became women's champion. And I think we could really see that down the road, though. I mean, a Bianca, Tiffany Stratton, something like that, though.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's kind of like how
Craziest thing is going to see Julia jumping off of a ladder back and forth.
man, that goes to. I want to say that something about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match though, but yeah, definitely. I got Naomi winning all the way, man. Because somehow, some way, I feel like Bianca or Jade Cargill is going to get their hands on the women's championship or have a match, and she's gonna come down and she's gonna cash in on them. But yeah, I'm going with Nia. Rhea is definitely not winning it. Roxanne is the only closest thing that I can possibly say.
Yeah, but I
Stephanie,
think Liv's going to cause her the match or something because if you remember, Liv lost because of Roxanne.
yeah, but that wasn't a qualifying matchup though. It was this past Monday. Liv was in the matchup
Okay.
with
Yep.
Stephanie, and she was in the match with Ivy Now. So
That's
it was
right.
interesting
Ivy Now,
that Roxanne didn't come down to help her. She didn't come down to help her at all. The prior week when she had the matchup with Kairi Sane, she came down to try to help her, but
That's right. It was Kairi Sane match.
yeah,
Yep.
it didn't, it didn't happen though. So, we definitely gonna see. Definitely going to see. All right, what else we got on the card? Obviously, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and I was just thinking of this, man. Andrade and of course Penta is definitely in this match, literally to fly off some ladders.
Penta's going to
Literally,
be jumping and moonwalking all over that damn building.
yeah. But we seen some comments. We seen some comments in the chat, man, on who's going to win this match before Monday night qualifying match main event. I said LA Knight, man. I felt like, man, he was supposed to win it 2 years ago, and LA Knight really needs something to revive him right now. And I just feel like he's just in a slump. He's just hanging around and ain't really doing much. Still in that mid card position. Although I feel like the main that title run or that match he had with Roman kind of like bumped him down a little bit. But you get people still saying yeah, and LA Knight in the crowd or whatnot. So I was going with LA Knight, but until I saw the main event, because I needed to see everybody that was going to be in the match. That was really going to determine my pick, though. CM Punk could have been in, and I was just like, if Roman comes back, he ain't going to let neither one of them win. Because both of them really screwed them at WrestleMania, CM Punk and Seth, in a way. So, I don't see neither one of them winning, so I went with LA Knight. So I'm like, all right, well, who's the final person really, though, And then we get El Grande Americano, man, defeating, as I said earlier, defeating CM Punk and AJ Styles. My prediction for this match in the ending is that El Grande is going to climb that ladder, and Ray Phoenix is going to jump on that ladder springboard, and Ray Phoenix is going to feel some type of way because they've been beefing a little bit, and he's going to take El Grande's mask off, and El Grande is going to be like, okay, well, you know who I am.
I was with you.
Everybody, now hear me out because I want to hear yours. Everybody sort of predicted me. He pulls El Grande mask off, but then El Grande just says, you know what? Fuck that. I mean, they know who I am. I ain't ashamed of my face. I'm gonna pull your mask off. So he pulls Penta's mask off, and then you know what every luchador does? They crawl up in the ball and can't show their face, and so he's gonna drop off the ladder, and then El Grande is gonna grab the championship. Minus, not even to mention all the chaos with Seth and Punk and Bronson Reed and Roman and all that other stuff going on. I feel like El Grande Americano is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. And of course, we all gonna know that's, Chad Gable once he become world heavyweight champion. That's my prediction, though.
You just basically gave a whole match.
Okay.
I'm going with El Grande. And I think he's going to cash it in on Jey Uso. after the tag.
That same night?
Why not?
Hey, that'd be crazy. So do we get that rematch that we thought we was
Oh,
gonna
we
get?
get that IWC wine, the wine of a lifetime.
So do we get that Chad Gable versus Gunther match if he cashes in?
Oh, I think so.
Oh boy, that is wow. El Grande mask coming off. Yes, it's definitely gonna come off in the Money in the
Why are
Bank.
you wishing that? Why are you wishing these bad things?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I mean, for one,
Some
we know
people
it's
like
Chad
that.
Gable.
Well, you gotta think. Some of
If
us
it's not
mask guys, we love to feel
okay,
like superhero form.
okay, I hear you though. But if it's not Chad Gable, how does this pay off? Is it just a luchador under a mask and he won the Money in the Bank and then we
Hold on,
really
so
don't?
I'm just
I mean,
a luchador?
I mean, I'm not just saying you just a luchador, though. I mean,
Damn.
but I'm just saying though, like,
Damn.
what's the payoff after that? Like,
Dre,
I mean,
you're
like,
throwing bars now.
you know, okay, yeah, El Grande and Americano.
If I cash in on Jey Uso, I'm gonna have IWC man.
We haven't even heard El Grande Americano talk. Like, we ain't even heard him talk. We just seen some vignettes of him being this historian.
I can give you a
Mexican.
Batman impersonation if you need me to.
Did he say a Batman? Come on, man.
I'm El Grande.
Man,
I'm a Malacana.
Okay, so so how you feel if he wins? So you got him Grande, but just not unmasking him. Am I right?
My face is too pretty not to be seen, so I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I think El Grande is winning. He's undefeated right now.
I just want to see the crowd reaction. Oh, it's going to be crazy. It's definitely going to be crazy. Man.
I'll be sure to glue it.
Damn, not too many people hate Batman, though. I hate
Batman? Wow. She raging.
Definitely raging, though.
Raging on Batman, man.
Okay. All right. But yeah, man, I got El Grande Americano. You know, I think that'll be definitely dope. Okay, if Grande, okay, who's your backup pick though? If El Grande doesn't win,
something wants to say Seth, but I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Seth win Money in the Bank again. And
I mean, with the group and everything, like he's going to be a main factor in this match.
Yeah,
we know his group is going to try to get him to win. His group 5 is going to eliminate LA Knight. Solo, I don't know how that's going to play. Maybe Jacob Fatu affects something with him. It's going to be a lot of builds that's going into that match. But I think it would be I would just love to see the crowd's reaction.
Yeah.
When El Grande Americano stays undefeated and as your new Money in the Bank guy.
Yeah.
The Money in a Mexicana.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. It's not too many matches. They probably announced one more match on SmackDown though. But the other match, that's the main event, or maybe not though. A tag team match that came abruptly at the end of Saturday night's main event. We got Logan Paul teaming up with John Cena. Boy, what a tag team is that? Taking on World Heavyweight Champion and main event Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Man, my prediction. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, unless does Jey Uso? I mean, I don't know, because if a Grande Americano comes down there and cash in, I feel like Jey Uso will have to be in a certain position for that to happen. You know, he either have to be beaten up or whatever the case may be, if that's the case. But you got Logan Paul, John Cena. I don't really, I really don't know what's this going to come down to. I can probably see maybe Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso winning this match. You know, I guess that's my prediction. I want to say Cody and Jey.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I love how you just said that. How many people are after Jey Uso right now? Many. So there's a lot of ways that you could do this. Jey Uso and Cody wins. Cena's gonna do his little shenanigans. This is what was smart, and everybody's like, why did Cena and Logan Paul get paired together? Because Logan Paul draws heat. Simple as that.
Yeah.
What's going to be the best way for John Cena to get booed? You tag him with Logan Paul. Now,
I mean, but are they really going to boo John Cena? Are they really going to boo John Cena though?
Man.
Because for real, it's this man. I don't think they're going to really boo John Cena. If they really wanted to boo John Cena, they'll boo him. I think it's really the people that's around our age really, are. Some of us are diehard John Cena fans. So when it did happen, it crushed them. Or if you weren't a John Cena fan, you just understood why he did it, even though he did do it. Now you got some people out here, it's like, man, yeah, it's happened too late. I can't buy into it, blah, 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 blah. And this goes back to... I think it's cool. A little things could be added in or whatever, but hey, it is
different.
But one thing I did want to say is John Cena said at one point, like, "Hey, man, turning me heel wouldn't mean anything because they'll just do the same thing they already doing
just
now.
Doing what they're doing. Exactly.
Let's go.
But
Cena,
they'll be happy
sucks.
because I'm doing what they want.
So
that's what it is.
Seth winning the Money in the Bank. Yes, I can see that though. Hey, maybe. LOL, El Grande, Money in the Mexicana. That is wild. That's wild. So who you got?
Mexico is gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I can see him trying to, go do some vignettes in Mexico and let everybody know he's Money in the Bank.
I did it.
That'd be something.
You imagine him trying to speak Spanish would be epic. Epic.
Hey, look, he went to AAA. He went down to Mexico for a while. They sort of backed out of that and really didn't go.
I've gotten pretty decent on my Spanish.
What he learned and anything. So, but
can't reveal secrets out here. That's too much. They take that very serious.
John Cena, I mean, his matches can be a little bit better, but he did say he would ruin wrestling. Yeah, he did say he would ruin wrestling. We all gonna try to figure out what he means about ruin wrestling for everybody.
48 years old. His body is beat to shreds. He's giving you a farewell tour. You can't ask anything else from him. Simple as that.
All right, I'm going Cody and Jay, man, on this one.
Yeah, American Yeet.
I think Logan Paul probably is going to take the pinfall, and some shenanigans definitely happen after
I say Cena.
Though. You think Cena's going to take? Oh wow!
Because it's going to be able to make a statement. Cena takes the pin from Cody.
Cody, and they set up the match at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Okay. Maybe it might happen. We'll see. We will definitely see, man. Money in the Bank.
Oh, we will see him?
Laughing my ass off. Hey, we probably won't see him though. I know he's 48 and right. I shouldn't expect much. No, shouldn't expect anything, especially the matchup he had with R-Truth. I was just like, yo, my man Cena just went in there and just played with everybody though. Just kicked him in the nuts and just walked out. Barely did anything though. Hit him with the belt.
He didn't have no help though. He didn't have any help.
Nah, he didn't.
Beat him on his own.
He did. All right. Before we wrap it up, man, get on out of here, dog. This past week on NXT, man, was an interesting thing that popped off, man. I had my eyes on it though, and all the women up was going crazy, man. Back and forth promo. Woman after woman was coming out trying to earn a spot, I believe, for the NXT Women's Championship. The lights went out, man. The crowd started going crazy, and the lights came up, and yes, a familiar face that we seen in another promotion, AEW, for those who may not know. But yes, you guys, Mariah May is now joining WWE NXT. Now, the crazy thing is, though, they didn't call her by Mariah May. They didn't, really go into anything. They sort of like how Ricky Saints when he debuted it was just like, oh man, he's here, oh man, this is a cool free agent. And then they brought him in the next week and sort of did the same thing and then had him sign his contract, and it was like, I'm Ricky Saints. So how you feel about Mariah May being another addition to WWE's gathering these talents that I want to say enjoy, I guess, over in AEW that would be a great fit in WWE. Now that we got Mariah
the
May.
booking for all the AEW talent that went back to WWE, can't complain. Cannot complain about one of them. Ethan Page, NXT champ, North American champ. Ricky Saints, North American champ. Like Mariah added into that very high-powered women's locker room right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll be a great fit, man. She's gonna be great. Yeah, a lot of people don't watch NXT as
TK
much as
made
they
a
did.
L. He took an L for that one.
But NXT, man, sometimes when some of the shows just be a hit or miss, NXT, man, is consistent at what they doing. So yeah, Mariah May was definitely in AEW though. I don't watch AEW anymore. I mean,
we didn't watch along. We've tried not to fall asleep 3 times.
Yeah, I don't think you're the only one who probably don't watch it anymore though. They just had a daggone 4-hour show.
I was about to say, was it 4 hours?
Yeah, it was 4-hour show last night.
Bro, Blackheart sent it. He sent it in our group chat talking about, oh yeah, just a reminder, AEW is on for 4 hours. I was like, what in the blue hell?
Yes, from 8
on
to 12.
A Wednesday?
On a Wednesday. They're gonna do it next week too. So they basically did Dynamite and the Collision together though. So I just watched the Dynamite portion of it. I mean, like, yeah, I wasn't about to sit there 4 hours, commercial break, all that. You know, I was like, nah.
I can't watch Moxley for 30 seconds. I am not watching 4 hours.
It wasn't that interesting. Do you think they gave Ricky Saints the title too early? No, I don't really think so, because when he first came in, everybody was like, yo, that's Ricky Starks, that's Ricky Starks, that's Ricky Starks. So, and everybody is, calling him Ricky Starks, everybody calling him Ricky Starks. So I feel like you got to come up with the name. You got to come up with something that, to call him, because
in a way it's smart too as a marketing standpoint. So say if Ricky Starks gets released from WWE or whatever, he can go back to that gimmick. He can go completely back to that name because that's his ownership. So it's like, I think it's smart. The title change, I don't really think it did anything, really. I mean, gives him a vulnerability chance. Like, if you think about it, has he been doing positive matches? Has he been delivering a different aspect than what you saw in AEW? I mean, that's for anyone else to decide. I mean, I guess he's doing fine.
Yeah, I really think everybody, man, who came over, the list
blue and the white shoes is pretty classic to me. That was interesting.
Yeah, but everybody, WWE sort of, picked up, that was, let go or released or whatever by AEW, whether it was Ricky Starks, whether it was Ethan Page, whether it was Jade Cargill, the list, Penta, Ray Phoenix, you go on and on. Like, they are becoming big stars over in WWE. Now you flip the opposite coin. You had Bobby Lashley go over there, you had Shelton Benjamin go over there, you got Mercedes Moné going, she's over there, you got Ricochet, I feel like is the only one who's shining over there, who recently went. Mercedes, 30 damn belts. Like, nobody cares. The other 29, the other 29 don't really count. So you just showing off at this point.
I don't even know what it is.
Like, come on. Like, at this point,
she just won the Starfish competition. Yeah, man, I'm not watching that to find out.
yeah, and then the Hurt Syndicate with Bobby Shelton, that's cool. And then you got MJF added into it. Okay, let's see where it goes, man. It's, I don't know. Maybe
I think MVP is going to be their biggest downfall. I feel like MVP is going to be the victim of all this thing where it's either going to be really good rise or it's going to fall.
The question, the comment, y'all are real. Y'all not sugarcoating anything. I swear, some of these wrestling fans can be too much. Like, it is what it is.
I'm supposed to be a diehard babyface in my wrestling years. I was the guy that USA, Let's Go Prodigy, all that. But All these people just, oh my gosh. Like, if you
They don't
think
have
about it,
nothing.
bro,
Yeah,
don't have nothing else to do. Just
yeah.
shooting on everything.
Uh, it's like, how do
It's
you
like,
fumble Jade the baddie though? I mean, look, AEW got too caught up in trying to compete with WWE. I feel like
ever since they lost Cody,
yeah,
ever
when they
since Cody left,
Cody.
AEW fell.
Yeah, it was like they lost Cody, and then CM Punk was really another gut puncher, and it was just like they were more focused on, instead of just building the stars, or the people that they had, they were more focused on, oh, let's go get some WWE names because that'll make us look more legit, instead of just creating the superstars that you already have, or creating the people that you have into superstars. It was just too much. Like, and then also another thing played a factor into it. WWE started to pick up a whole lot of momentum though. I keep saying this though, but AEW got hot based off the simple fact that WWE was some trash for a minute though. Yeah, we still watch it. It wasn't as great as it is now to, what it is, but it was some trash, and everybody was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm not tuning into this." And the brand new toy came around, man, and everybody was like, "Yo, I want to play with it. I want to see what it's
Yep.
like. I want to go get it. Mommy,
Threw
can I
that
get it?"
shit down.
And then it was like, "Yeah, no, all right, basically, yeah, all right, but, all right."
Bro, it's
So
literally like how Blackheart's quoted Toy Story. Talk about, I don't want to
that's
play with
that's
you
what I,
no
that's
more.
that's exactly what I thought of. That's exactly what I thought of. Toy Story, though. I thought of Buzz
Oh, he's
Lightyear.
broken. I don't
Yeah, I
want to
thought.
play with
Yeah,
you no more.
exactly. I thought of Toy Story, man. And
Hey,
Buzz arm broken.
literally when Moxley wins that title, oh, it's broken. I don't want to play with you no more.
Yeah, exactly. When Cody left and CM Punk left, it's like they went downhill. Yeah. Things just sort of went down, and then
But
they
what
started
really
clicking.
hurt them is when they played that footage of Punk when Punk is in WWE already, and you're sitting there
No,
showing
because
something that
they,
happened 2 years ago to just
yeah,
clarify something.
yeah, but that was also too because they were upset. They was just like, "Yo, this
They
fool
were
came
bitter,
in here."
yeah.
Yeah, they were bitter. They was like, he came in here and they didn't really want him in here, and all the mess he caused, chaos, and then all of a sudden we had to go back to the WWE, and now he on top there with the reaction that he had at Survivor Series. Oh hell nah, man, we gonna release this video. The idiots
Did
that they are
nothing.
did nothing, nothing
Did
at all.
nothing. A
Yeah.
waste of 30 minutes. You should have done it when that happened and made that clear. And sadly, he could get in trouble because they signed an NDA for that shit.
Mm. Yeah, man, it's crazy,
I
man.
wanted
So.
to see the one where Kenny Omega and all them were throwing chairs at each other and the dog was biting somebody.
Mm,
Remember
okay.
that one?
I don't though. I don't. There's a
That
lot of
was the
stories
one where
that's out
Punk.
there.
I think it was the one where Punk went on that the scrum thing and just shot down the Bucks and everybody to calling them a bunch of kids.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna create some buzz though, but at the end though, it really did nothing for them at all though. With them showing the clip, maybe they was just like, okay, maybe they get some buzz for having him on our program too, knowing that he's back in WWE, and
All it did good for
and they
was
get some
Jungle
social,
Boy,
yeah, it is some social media views
if
or
that
whatever.
even
But
helped him.
yeah. Hey man, look at another episode of Commission Talk, man. The 11:30 podcast, talk pro wrestling, in the books, man. For real. We on every Wednesday, man. We wasn't on this past Wednesday. It was a lot going on. Tuesday I had to make some runs, and then Wednesday yesterday at a doctor's appointment. So trying to push out some content, and definitely was not the thing to it. So I try to do a lot of my videos late at night when I get a chance to. I'm son asleep, and
Oh, bro.
me and wifey we just
You
chilling.
preaching to the choir.
So bro, but yeah, we on Wednesdays, man, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Definitely check us out. That's Warren Marlowe, host of Buzzing with Marlowe, and I'm Dre, of course. If you guys tuning in right here on the 11:30 podcast, make sure you like, share, follow, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell before we roll on out of here. Warren, man, what you gonna tell the people, man? That's good.
Hey, man. Like we said always, man, we appreciate y'all. This combination, us two, with everyone that we've had, this doesn't happen without what we've built with this. Um, the main reason we started this thing is, man, we wanted to make a collab and make people grow. And like when they were talking about, hey, we just subbed to your channel, That was the purpose from this,
No bull,
and
man,
to
for
grow
real.
each and every one of us. That's why every week you'll see an episode on my channel. You'll see an episode on Dre's channel because we want to make not just the one growth just for one person, for the group. That's what commissions stand for. And we always wanted to bring the realness when we talk about pro wrestling and bring it as a fan perspective. We're not bringing it like we're the Skips, the Shannon A's, and all that stuff. I've been in the ring. I've wrestled for 10 years. I can give you a personality or a perspective of what I've said, but we don't sit here and go, oh, this person don't put this over. We don't do that. If they lost, they got pinned 1, 2, 3 or tapped out. That's how
Mm.
we always have been when we talk about this pro wrestling thing, and that's what I feel like a lot of people like about our stuff is because we're giving a perspective of two personalities into one.
Yeah,
So we
yeah, that's
appreciate y'all, man. We really greatly appreciate y'all, especially knowing we do special times and different dates.
yeah.
Mainly it's because of my issues, but
Yeah,
it is what it is, and we
I
greatly
want.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I want to say something real fast. I'm gonna hand it back over to Warren though. Glad I was able to appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's always good you
Thank you.
joining the chat. Warren, man, tell the people when you stream, man. I normally Mondays and Fridays for me
When I get a
watching
chance.
Mondays. I stream live watching Monday Night Raw every other week. The 11:30 podcast show streaming here on YouTube about 4 or 5 on a Wednesday, and we chatting all things wrestling. Of course, Friday night we stream SmackDown and Money in the Bank. Warren, tell everybody that's watching, man.
I've got too many things, man. I obviously buzzing with Marlo. That was based off interview based. Just giving, shoot the breeze. Nobody playing questions. Just come in there and just talk. What we love, what we enjoy. My episodes are very all over the place. There's not just one certain topic on that one. I also do a game streaming called Buzzing with Gaming. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more with that now, just because I haven't been able to have time to do interviews and stuff like that. I also did something with my wife. It's called Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe. It's actually one of our very popular shows right now. If you want to hear somebody that you think is the most innocent little sweetheart, you're completely wrong when you listen to the show. It's it's uncensored. You hear basically everything that goes from a day to day in my household. Where my daughter's going to be involved, my son. Now he's home. I'm sure he's going to make an appearance on the show just so he can be famous. What he
Yeah,
says because he's on TV, he tells everybody.
yeah, yeah.
But
That
we
sound like my little man.
My goodness. But yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Marlowe, we usually do an episode on Sundays at 4 p.m. We just kind of haven't been able to do it right now just because of our big move. We're still unpacking things at the moment, but I try to keep streaming or something once a week if I
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
So
that's what's up.
that's the biggest thing, man. But before that, if you saw Buzzing with Marlo, we had almost up to 200 episodes, and I was continuously doing an episode every week. Was because I didn't have a lot of plans. So now it's just been a lot of a different maker with it, but we're still there. So thank y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Definitely, that's what's up. Toxic Playground says, can't wait to
Oh
see our
man,
truth be
in
downhousing in
AEW,
AEW. Well, damn.
you gonna
Came
call
in
him
with
Sting?
no positivity though.
Damn.
I'm looking for more wrestling content creators. Well, look at you
Hey,
came
let
to the
us
right
know.
place. The links right after this live goes off, I'm gonna definitely put in, if I haven't already though, I'm gonna definitely put in Warren Marlowe's YouTube channel. Go subscribe to him on all his platforms, Twitch, all that, man, and make sure you definitely make sure you support the fan, man. But once again, man, this was Commission Talk, man, episode of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Once again, man, definitely make sure you like, share, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified for real. After that, man, we gonna go ahead and chill, man. Just Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, my guy Warren Marlowe. Until next time, man, be safe, be easy, be smooth. Give all the glory to God, man. Yo, tell a friend. Until next time, man, we out, man. Peace.